Hello friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Monday, the 27th of April 2020. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you decided to join me today and come along for the ride. Well, I was thinking while I was sitting on my back porch this morning, a wonderful habit Michael and I have gotten back into now that the weather's so beautiful and we've had so much time at home with this quarantine. We were sitting out there and I was admiring the lilies. So I decided that there's so many of them. I decided, why not have a few of them in the house? Aren't they just absolutely gorgeous? They're so beautiful. So while I was looking at the lilies and listening to the birds chirping, chirp, 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 I was reminded of that Bible verse that says, look at the lilies of the field and the birds of the air. They don't worry about where their next meal is going to come from. They don't spin and toil and worry and say, oh no, I wonder if I'll get any bird seed, or oh, I wonder if it will rain today and I'll get sunshine. They just know that they know that they know. They're so in tune to their maker that they know that these things will be taken care of. Well, of course, in recent days, with everything going on with the coronavirus and all of us having to be inside and many people losing their jobs and all the things that go along with it, I don't have to tell you, everybody in the world already knows this is going on. With all of this happening, it is so easy to say, I wonder where my next meal is coming from. I wonder if we'll ever get back on our feet. I wonder if we'll lose our house. I wonder if I'll ever be able to pay the mortgage again. All of those things. But let me remind you, boys and girls, like the lilies and like the birds and like those little crazy squirrels rolling all over your yard looking for acorns, like them, they know that their maker is going to provide for them in a supernatural and wonderful way, the way he can do that for each of us as well. Now, I'm not trying to be glib or matter of fact about all this. I know this is a very serious thing. So I am on your side, boys and girls, and I do get it because I too have gone through some challenges while this is going on. But you know, I remember many, many years ago, and I'm guessing it's going on 40 years that this happened, because I believe the eruption of Mount St. Helens was in 1980. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere around there. And I remember when it happened, it was so devastating, and the whole top of the mountain disappeared from the eruption, and everything in its path was completely demolished and destroyed. And specialists, scientists, and people who know about all these things were all estimating that it would be a minimum of 10 years before anything would grow back up on that mountain again, before there would be any sign of life, anything. It would be a good decade beforehand. Well, about a year or so later, scientists went up there to just assess and see what was happening. And lo and behold, in the middle of the dirt, in the middle of the ash, and boy, was there a lot of ash, there was some little green things just poking out of the ground, growing. They were flabbergasted to see that something, life, had come back, even after all that devastation. In their estimation, it would be another 9 years before they'd even see any sign of life. Lo and behold, there was some green things coming out of the ground, some growth, new life was coming out. And also, there was some vegetative animals that eat vegetation, like little critters, like different birds and different, well, I don't know what eats, rabbits or whatever it was. There were little critters crawling around looking for food there too, maybe looking for seeds, maybe looking for that green thing that was popping up out of the ground, whatever it was. Birds flying around. Maybe they were hoping they would find something, some seeds or something like that. Or maybe some worms making their way up out of the ash. Whatever it was, new life had begun, and it hadn't even been hardly a year, and new life had begun. You know why? Here's what I think. When I think about those little critters crawling around there, looking for something to eat, they knew that no matter what the scientist might say, and I'm not saying that we should say science isn't important, of course it is, but they knew no matter what any human being could say, or whatever anybody may think, they knew that their Father in heaven, their heavenly Heavenly Father, their maker, their provider, was going to make a way for them to eat, no matter what statistics said, no matter what science told them. They knew that somehow, some way, they would eat, and they went to the place, and sure enough, there was possibly a little bunny chewing on that greenery, or maybe a bird digging in the dirt because they found some seed. Whatever it was, they knew. So be like the lilies, boys and girls. Be like the birds. Don't toil, don't spin, don't worry about where your next meal is going to come from. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways, acknowledge Him. He will make your path straight. He will make a provision. He will make a way where there is no way. He could bring streams in the desert. Okay? You got it? All right, now go be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. You know what? Even if you're doing your social distancing, go out, cut some flowers, and make sure you get some to somebody today, because maybe they just need to see some new life in the midst of all of this other stuff going on around us. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two is posted. Okay, I love ya. I think I'm going to go outside just a little while longer and listen to some more birds sing, because it sure brings joy to my heart. I'll see you tomorrow for a terrific Tuesday. Meanwhile, have a wonderful, wonderful week and enjoy your marvelous Monday. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.